And we start with round one, Ian and Emily.
Oh, well, this is our great leader. And this is his tennis partner, Lord Levy. Could it be 2 hours of questioning after an anonymous tip-off from a neighbour on Downing Street?
That's right.
This chap, Assistant Commissioner Yates, went in, had a cup of tea, came out Lord Yates.
Absolutely right. It's about the cash for peerages.
It is. It's shocking.
It is shocking. It is
I mean,
shocking.
it's certainly not something you lot would do.
I'm not aware that David Cameron's...
You're not aware of anything,
no, I think it's a bit early for you to start in on me on this show, Ian. I think it's steady on.
Yeah.
Save it for later. Yeah. That's it. The answer is there was no lawyer in the room, which Downing Street is saying is very good news.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, it means he's not about to be charged.
And Adam Bolton was saying that it was a great step forward. And anyway, that's his point of view. And you know, who could
finish the sentence?
No.
Who could possibly
finish the sentence?
Who could possibly dissent from what Adam Bolton has said? Do you not also think, by the way, that it's a little bit rum that on this very day that Blair is being interrogated for selling cash or selling peerages, they put out the news about the tornado deal?
It is very, very smelly indeed.
Do a tornado for us, Boris. Just shake your head around.
No, a tornado is a type of plane.
Oh, thanks for doing that. I wouldn't know what you were talking about if you hadn't done that.
The West London tornado.
Sue was doing an impersonation of a meteorological phenomenon. The point that it is to do... Two very embarrassing stories have been submerged in the inquiry into the death of the princess.
Into these things.
The death of the princess as well.
Correct. So your conclusion is vote Conservative.
Well, I was going to save that one up.
I think you should get it out now while they're friendly.
All right, thank you. Wills and Harry have absolutely no interest in marching songs. They like soul songstress Joss Stone and a chap called Farrell. He's a hip-hop master mixer. And according to the Times...
Your shoulders moved when you said hip-hop.
That's what I meant to do, isn't it?
What, hip-hop?
Yeah. According to the Times, Farrell has been collaborating with Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake and Snoop Dogg.
You know they get you to read these out just to make you sound silly. You know that.
It's a pact of steel. This is the long-awaited report into the death of Princess Diana. Commenting on the role of the French security services, a spokesman for the Metropolitan Police said...
Can I say the word seamless comes to mind?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Bien, je jamais, as they say. Well, I thought it was quite good. I don't know, never mind that one. I'd like to...
Boris, you've disappeared. You've disappeared, Boris.
No, shush, okay. Shush.
Pump it up.
This...
Maximum pressure, maximum...
I can't.
Silence.
The engines can't take it, Captain. This Boris Johnson was never meant to be let loose on the humankind.
This...
I mean, she must have thought she was in France if she thought there was an A&E open.
In Blair's Britain, has a very fair point. Yes, you're right. Why do you
Pump the pump!
The rare condition is known as Susac syndrome. Other sufferers include Paris Hilton, who thinks she's a French hotel. I was trying to think of a way of bringing in my book.
What's your book called, Bob?
Well, since you mention it, here it is.
Can I have a look at it?
You couldn't even have a copy.
No, I didn't want a copy. I just want to have a look. I'm going to look up Princess Di in the index.
Very big print,
right.
isn't it?
It's tremendous.
Can I just say, genuinely, I've turned to a page, it said, as soon as I see Bertha's rear end backing down towards me...
Never mind, you must listen. I don't want you to spoil it. I don't want you to spoil it.
This has been my first time in Sicily.
I don't want you to spoil it.
I wasn't used to the local alcohol.
The audience will want to find out about Bertha in their own good time, and I don't think it would be right.
Advancing upon me are the towering bay buttocks of the biggest horse I've ever seen. In a daze, I mount the stool.
Okay.
I wish I was making this up.
Thank you so much.
Tell
Thank
you
you very
what,
much.
it looks a bit classy on the outside.
Thank you.
Nothing but
Thank-
rancorous porn inside. Disgusting.
The 6th World Potato Awards took place this year in Idaho. Everyone who attends gets a potato clock. And by 9 o'clock, they're out of the house and on their way to the awards.
What?
What?
Everybody who attends gets a potato clock.
Gets a potato clock.
Gets a potato clock. It's a
joke.
a potato clock.
One more time.
Shall we try that one again?
the way-
Yeah, try it again. Try it again.
Everyone who attends gets a potato clock.
Better. Better.
And when they've got their potato, when they've got a potato
Say a
clock,
potato clock.
when they've got a
Yes.
potato clock, they
Yes.
have breakfast. Right, OK, got it. OK, on. Very good. 3 million bees, what?
Pretend to be a policeman. They all get together in the shape of a man.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, sir. I believe you've got honey in the house. Knock on the door. The ones with more confidence do the speaking.
Yeah.
No.
Don't look at your watch in the middle of it.
Get a grip.
It saps the morale to see you looking at the watch. I'm trying to make that
Well,
go
listen,
along.
I just think if we're so nearly there, if we can just
Yes.
limp over the finishing line.
Great.
Limp.
Can I just say...
I'm talking about...
What an inspirational leader you've been.
And we will be victorious. I'm not
Yes.
saying that-
I
The art-
think
perhaps
that
it would
should be
help-
the next Tory slogan. Let's just limp over the finishing line.
No, we are going to... I don't care. I want you to know, Ian, I do not care by what means we get over the finishing line, provided we get over it first.
So does that include corruption?
This is a proud 10-foot conifer. Alan Parkin has clipped a fir tree into a herm.
Into a what?
It's a hurt.
A herm. This is what we classical topiarists call it. It's called a herm. That is a herm.
That's a knob. It's not like another ball.
It is a herm.
Where's the testicles? In the letterbox?
No. In the ancient world, that was called a herm. It disappeared one night, but then the owner discovered it buried in next door's bush. Dr. Phil, what's happening to fat people in Ipswich?
They roll into Norwich.
They're being denied various operations, including hip and knee replacements. It's a fantastic route for cutting the waiting list as a stroke. You just deny any treatment to fat people, and you have no waiting list.
Is
I
it
can't go, "Well, hey, look, the waiting lists have gone down.
I can't work out from your answer whether you're pro or anti-fat people.
I'm very anti not treating them. You know,
You're very anti, still very pro-treating
the
fat
human
people, yeah.
condition, we're all brought down by our own foibles and failures, aren't we, Boris? And...
Oh, you're on the right track. This certainly relates to the exciting contest to discover who is going to be Britain's next Prime Minister. Now,
And we all know it's going to be you, Boris.
we all know it's just... Very kind of you to say, Ian. We all know it's going to be David Cameron. If anybody out there...
But he's a good friend of yours, isn't he?
Yes, he is, yes.
Have you come out for him, Boris? You've come out for Cameron.
I think everything in the past should be forgotten by Cameron.
I think he's going to be terrific. Now, I've asked to ask you some questions.
Is he going to give you a job?
Say
Sorry,
again?
let me ask the questions, Boris.
No, I'm sorry. I asked the questions. The question I have to ask you is what happened? No, it's you. What happened? I know you didn't.
I can see you as Shadow Home Secretary. Bowman, who are you?
I put it to my honourable opponent.
Yes.
Boris, what is a pink pussy, do we know?
It's a kind of drink,
I
according
know,
to
but
you.
what's in it?
What's in it?
I don't
My
know.
guess is alcohol.
Have you ever had anything like that?
No, well, no. Have you?
No, not to my knowledge.
Have you snorted cocaine?
I tried to, but
You've tried to snort cocaine?
unsuccessfully a long time ago.
Sorry.
I don't want to get any trouble.
Were you using a vacuum cleaner? Were you using a
Getting your ear
vacuum
off,
cleaner?
I
What was unsuccessful about
I
it?
sneezed.
Right.
So the four people around you who took cocaine, because you went...
And David
It
Cameron
was
went,
only a
"Hey!"
very small, there was only a very small quantity. It was a long, long time ago. I think it's probably a totally disgusting and ridiculous thing to do. And what else can I say about it?
Sounds good.
Very, 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 very wrong and bad.
I think you're commendably honest, actually, Boris. You are.
Yes,
You're far too honest to be a politician.
I think recklessly honest is my anyway, listen, I think we should move off this, this subject. Yeah. According to the Register of Members' Interests, William is top of the league table of cash in terms of money earned through work which is dependent on their status as an MP. Who are the top three?
Him, Anne Widdecombe,
Yep.
George Galloway.
Correct.
And then you're fourth, aren't you?
Yeah. If there is a rise in violent crime, how will the government react?
It'll have a crackdown.
No,
That's what it tends to do. One day it liberalises the laws, the next day it says crackdown. Don't drink, drink. Our government is like one of those lights. Smoke, don't smoke.
Well, actually, I have an idea. You could actually have a drink called binge. Why doesn't someone market a drink called binge?
Is it because you see headlines that say binge drinking kills?
I think Health Secretary probably for you, Boris. I think you're right. You put a market down there.
Why don't you be Health Secretary? Let's have a vote.
All right, it's a bad idea.
No, stick to your policies.
No, what we were just having was a focus group, and... Never mind, stagger on. This is the relaxation.
That's a good policy.
This is the...
Worked for the Tories for 200 years.
And believe me, it'll work again. This is the relaxation of Britain's licensing laws. The Independent pointed out, Britons are the third heaviest drinkers in Europe, behind the Finns and the Irish. So come on, chaps, we can do it. And so to round two, and it is a welcome return for the Have I Got News for You Wheel of Fortune. No, no, we're not Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of News. The Wheel of News, this is it.
That was so smoothly done, wasn't it?
This is the Wheel of News. Now,
who needs rehearsals?
Ian and Phil, get a grip. You get the first spin. Oh, it's a yellow chap.
That's what Bush said when he met the Prime Minister of China.
Next, what's blamed on hairy armpits?
Global warming.
Is it low French birth rate? Actually, you've got quite a lot of people like that there, haven't you?
Funny. Hairy armpits.
Boys, your batteries are running out.
Hairy...
It's true. It's true. We've done an experiment. We've done an experiment. There's another Boris behind us playing the drums like that. Because he's on the battery.
The answer is Jim Bannerman was asked to leave a gym because his hairy armpits might ruin the equipment. The fitness fanatic said, if you can't sweat at a gym, where can you sweat? This is a jolly good question. They want me to make another joke about Liverpool, which
says when waiting to do an interview with Radio Liverpool.
Which I will go...
So we just do this thing now where Boris will just do some retakes just for editing purposes, so it's nearly over, but it's just a few minutes. You can tell from how well it's going to go by where we have to start picking up from the show.
On Ian Hislop's team...
The one thing to remember is no matter how long this goes on, the pubs will still be open. Are you a rugby fan, Boris?
I am, yes. Yes, I am.
Did you play the game at Eton?
I did, yes, I did. I did. Did you play?
At Eton, no.
Didn't we play you?
Yes, you did
have an away match.
Yes, Eton played me once at rugby.
Did you beat us?
35 points to 2, I beat you.
I'm not surprised. You are, anyway, Paul is quite correct. It is all about the rugby.
Yes.
I said that already, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
Now, can I ask you, I wonder...
A marvellous moment of self-awareness there, Boris. Yes, you had said that before. But it's a very good answer. OK, moving on. Ian and Rick, here's your one.
The England team had their picture taken with the Queen, after which skipper Martin Johnson said, it'll be a unique picture with that dog in it. a bit more respect, chaps. Taking tea at the palace, Johnny Wilkinson declared, being on the bus was one of the greatest moments of my life. To which the Queen replied, "What's a bus?" So I'm anti-royal, anti-mine.
You're rather unfair. I'm sure she's been on a bus.
She has.
Any room upstairs? Yeah, up she goes.
Ian...
Boris, you're complaining as if you're not the one reading it out.
well, this is a bit like the Queen's speech, this whole event, isn't it, really, I feel? Anyway...
You just read it out.
Just, I'm Her Majesty's loyal government. Ian and
Well, if you read something out that you don't agree with, could you give us, like, a visual signal?
Well, I gave you a sort of vague indication.
Yeah, just wave your hand.
Yeah, just wave. Or make a whistling sound.
The Queen could do that
she could.
during the Queen's speech, couldn't she?
Well, she did,
We'll
actually,
abolish
didn't she?
fox hunting.
Well, I don't think Her Majesty would do that. Now...
No.
Now, did you also notice that a particularly shocking photograph this week appeared in The Guardian, which I hope we're going to be able to bring to you now. There you go. And if you study this photograph very closely, there's something particularly emetic about it. And I want you to tell me what it is.
Has he got the seatbelt between his legs by accident?
No, it's Gordon Brown sitting very unusually for him in the back of his...
He's got a red tie on. Is that what worries you?
No, there's something behind him. Can you see what it is?
It's a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Why is that emetic? He's got a small child.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Well, there's another photograph. Well, I don't know.
I hate to question your editorial judgment, Boris, but that strikes me as not too bad.
You think that's quite heartwarming, do you?
I was neither warmed nor cooled by it. It's just
why does he have a teddy bear in the back of, a pool limo, which is taking him to the pre-budget report?
Well, presumably, if the child is ever in the limo, he can get the bear out. I'm sure on your bike you've got a selection of soft toys ready for any of your many children to hop on the handlebars.
Right. Well, I'm
for a trip up Trafalgar Square with Daddy to meet some friendly policemen.
Well, anyway, I'm delighted, really, that you're less stony-hearted than I am. Really, I sort of thought it was a bit much because it struck me. Maybe I'm too cynical, but I thought it was a bit odd that a 2-month-old baby should have a teddy bear, and that this teddy bear should mysteriously turn up in the back of his father's car as he was on his way to.
Has it occurred to you that
maybe I'm being too cynical. Maybe it's my fault for not having given my children enough teddy bears.
I think you were too busy.
Did you have a teddy bear when you were young?
Well, that'd be ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can only see half of the parcel shelf. The baby could be on the other half.
The bear could be an asylum seeker.
All right. Well, anyway, there you go. It's obvious that the bear picture attracts widespread support.
Yeah. You're meant to be not the nasty party.
Total flop, that. Yeah. Well, I just thought it was a bit of spin, but there you go. You obviously like it. There you go. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I retreat in disorder on the bear front. Well done. You're dead right.
More aerial shots. This is a motorway. This is probably it tells us there. The M6 is a new toll road has opened up, and there are the cars experiencing the frisson, the excitement, the sheer pleasure of handing £2 over. What's that? Somebody's driving a trainer. So it's £2 to the person who moved, and then you can drive all the way to Walsall. You're looking at me as if I'm wrong,
No,
Boris.
I'm not. You're absolutely right. It's to do with the opening of the new toll section of the M6.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said that, but a bit more fluent than that. You're whipping me up into a coma, Boris.
I want to congratulate...
I've noticed something about you, but when you came out of makeup about 5 minutes before the show, your hair was immaculate. And then you must have just done that. Are you living up to your public image?
I think it still qualifies as fine. Anyway,
It qualifies as fine. I just wondered why you changed it.
You look like you just got off a bike.
well, anyway,
Is there a reason for that?
there's no reason that I can think of. Anyway,
What about a reason you can't think of?
well, there may be a reason I can't think of, but the problem with that reason is I can't think of it now. If I could,
You see, all that philosophy was well worth it.
It taught us the master, you know...
Did you study philosophy?
Lightning.
Or did you just think you studied philosophy?
How can I know?
Indeed. How can any of us know?
How can any of us know?
How do we know?
So the answer is it's the England rugby team celebrating the World Cup victory. I've confused you, haven't I?
You're right. You're right. You're right about that.
Not a difficult task.
You're right.
It's like trying to sort of engage a kitten with a ball of wool. It naturally must go for it. So yes, it's the England Rugby World Cup team celebrating their victory and
they gave me every assurance that this wouldn't happen again. They said, well, you know, you'll get the hang of it, and he won't mob you up.
But you have, in comparison.
I'm delighted you think so.
Yeah, you're doing very well.
Well, good. OK, well, there we go. You've got the correct answer again.
You both went to Oxford, didn't you?
Yeah, but that wasn't on my course.
Wasn't it?
No, the part 2 badgering.
No, that's right. Anyway,
Kate, I think he's ready for morning TV.
I think it was jolly interesting.
Yeah, no, you're right. Are there any other questions not related to badgers?
No. Yes, there are.
Excellent.
Speed... It's that funny bit of paper. It's about speed
It's
trap.
a ticker tape parade for you, Boris. It's quite a modest one.
I think someone's been rolling joints in the rafters. Have you noticed? These little bits of paper keep fluttering down. Anyway,
what was the question?
It was about...
10 minutes ago.
What's it about?
They didn't used to have beauty contests, did they? They said it was degrading and that sort of thing.
In China.
Well, they weren't entirely wrong.
But it's funny, because that's what we say now, isn't it?
Not if you're a judge, you don't, I'll tell you.
No. It's interesting, that, isn't it? How the sort of... What's the word I want?
I don't think there's anything degrading.
Sandwich?
There's a reversal of mores. It's a phenomenon of the reversal of mores. On the one, you know, that 20 years ago, the Chinese thought it, degrading and so on. Now they think it's rather progressive.
I don't think it's degrading if they want to do it, and there's nothing wrong with them having a beauty contest. I don't think it's nothing worse than building a tunnel for badgers under a motorway that nobody wants to use.
I could not fail to disagree with you less.
Well, I'll tell you what, Boris, you can sleep with a badger and I'll have Miss Jamaica.
Really? I didn't meet Miss Jamaica. Who was Miss Jamaica? Really? Well, good luck to you. Anyway, listen, I think they've got the right answer, haven't they?
Yeah, it's all
to do with Christa Berg's daughter.
Is that really the only fate of a Miss World? To end up with some superannuated footballer? Was that the height of it? Sorry, I'm just talking to an expert here.
Superannuated footballer?
George Best. I don't think he's still playing, Boris.
Is he sleeping with Miss Jamaica, is he? Where did he come in?
Care in the community.
Anyway, it says moving swiftly on.
Yeah. Clutching her cheque for £60,000, the newly crowned Miss World said, "I'm thrilled and delighted. Now I'm looking forward to a year of excitement, travel, and working for various charities." You've won it, baby. You don't have to say that anymore. You can go and spend it on shoes. According to the Sunday...
Terrific.
Yeah.
The way you said baby is just...
Yeah. OK, so to the tabloid round. Paul and Kate, here's yours. I love yow. What's that
Bless you.
Try that again with a Birmingham accent.
I love yow.
Yeah, good. I think this is Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne's fallen off his hair. Hasn't he? Just a blank look again, Boris. I must kill the Prime Minister.